Welcome in, everybody. I am the Pixel Voyager, and today we are blasting off into episode 17 of our modded Terraria series, and boy, do I have some things to show you. I have spent about 8 hours off camera just doing my thing, building. I have built a new base. It is modeled like the old base, but different, new and improved, and still a work in progress. I want more of this thorium furniture. I like it a lot. I want to get this room probably subdivided out a little bit, but plenty of housing over here in the spirit and in remembrance of our old worlds that I don't like to visit anymore. I've got a little hobbit hole down here. I don't like it as much as the other one, but it's here. The other big thing to check out, if we pull up the boss checklist, I have made a lot of progress. I haven't gotten back to the queen bee yet. I tried her once at the end of 16, you saw that, and it did not go well. Just a tight area, not enough room to navigate. So what I have done is I have abominations. 4 of them. I'm going to jump right over to the jungle, and I am going to start there, and we'll keep on moving. Welcome back, everybody. Waited out the night, put down my campfire, my heart lantern, so we can take this guy, or this lady, a little more seriously. We've just finished regenning. I've got a few spawns, but they are mostly contained and locked away, so we are going to take this a little more seriously. So unlike the Desert Scourge, we are going to buff and then fight. So hopefully she won't be too bad. Here on the surface, I have plenty of vertical space. It's kind of cheesy to fight her up here, I guess, but I like having the mobility. I have fought her legitimately already in the series, and we're just trying to get things caught up still. I do need to aim a little better. But yeah, as long as I stay in the jungle, she doesn't care where I spawn her, so I don't have to be in a beehive, and you can already tell how this is going to make my life a lot easier. So far, so good. I don't know what I'm taking damage from right there. Something's hitting me, but yeah, it's okay. Whatever it was, very low damage, so we're just going with it. Yeah, already this is... Oh, it's the little bees she's spawning. Okay, that's what it was. But yeah, not a lot of threat from the charge attacks here, because I can just jump up and take care of that. Yeah, actually, it's interesting fighting her in a new area has given a new dynamic to the fight, because now it's the bees she's summoning that are being a bit more problematic. The other reason I wanted to fight her, just moving into the next topic, the other reason I wanted to fight her is she drops an item that I'd be interested in if I'm going to continue my range build here. She drops one that's called the Beekeeper, and it is a bow. It is a ranged weapon, and what it does, when you're using standard wooden arrows, instead of firing those arrows, it actually fires a small group of bees that will come out and attack. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I have several of these Beekeeper items handy, or the abominations handy. I want to try and fight her a few times just to get that drop off of her. But yeah, I think we'll be done here pretty soon. Oh, Lord. Well, this is not going as well as I would have hoped. Coming to the end, managed to get an extra heal in, so I'm feeling a lot better about it, although maybe I shouldn't be. But yeah, it's very interesting. Ooh. Yeah, the dynamic of the fight has changed quite a bit from fighting her underground. Right now, her mobility is also a lot tougher to deal with. I almost took one to the face, but we got it. She's down. I'm gonna wait here, regen up again, and then hop back into another round. And there we go. Our witch doctor has just arrived. So already paying dividends out of this fight. While I've got you here, I may as well take a look at this treasure bag. Just clearing a little space so I can read its contents easily. Survey says the bee's knees. Oh, the beekeeper was the name of the sword. The bee's knees is actually exactly what I was looking for. So this is 30 damage versus our crossbow we had been using, which is 23. So this is already a direct upgrade for us. So we're going to switch over to that. Luckily, they say it does take wooden arrows instead of the fancy stuff that I have to craft and manage and all of that. So unfortunately, I don't have any wooden arrows on me right now, so I may have to farm up a bit. Or, ooh, darts. I can use that with the elephant gun. Elephant gun I don't think you've seen yet. I think I got that out of the dungeon in the in-between times, we'll say. And look at that, second boss down, or second queen bee down, second treasure bag, and I did get the bee gun. It does not appear to be the strongest weapon, and all it really does is shoot streams of bees. You can't really see it here. But yeah, the bees just swarm around and they hit people as they go by. They lock on, home into things, and just kind of linger for a second. So it's pretty fun, pretty good damage overall. It's something I'll probably look at a little bit, but right now I'm focused on ranged. I've been having fun with that, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be a ranged character for a little while. Hey, check it out. Waiting on the sun to rise for the morning, and it looks like I can make my first remote storage unit. What these do, I have no idea. I don't know which one to place first. Probably storage access or storage heart. I think I'm going to go with heart and see what that does. Oh, I can just mount it on the wall. Oh, look at it. It's glorious. Now, does this just hold things? No. No, it doesn't. Deposit all? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, apparently 0 of 0 items. Okay, so this is just like the access panel, I guess. So I'll need a few other things to make that work, I suppose. I'll take one of those. And storage access, remote storage access, and storage crafting interface. Let's try storage access. Pop that down. Survey says I still cannot. I thought I could make some of these, yeah, storage connectors. What do they do? Can be placed. Do they place on chests? Doesn't look that way. Do they place in the in-betweens? No. Oh, does it need wiring? I bet it needs wiring. I don't have any wiring right now. Collected a few potion ingredients. Didn't do any potion crafting because I still have a few left in the inventory, at least kind of the main ones. Speaking of which, get that out of my inventory. Except that archery potion, I have one left that will help with the bee's knees. In the daytime now, that's why I waited to daytime mostly, so when I used this thing, you'd be able to see the bees it emits. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty easy to use. You don't have to aim quite as aggressively. which is going to be nice because I'm going to need to dodge quite a bit because we are in the Crimson, and we are looking for one of these hive cysty things. I don't know what they're called in the Crimson off the top of my head, but they've been remarkably common. I've seen tons of them, so I don't imagine it's going to take us too long to track one down. I am hoping that it'll be somewhere in this area, because I like having this spot right here, this nice big wide open area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of run back and forth, reset the spawns off screen, and hopefully it won't take long. Yep, there you go. There it is. So I'm going to hang out, let him live there, and I am going to do the usual, build a quick arena. Alright, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to start popping the cyst here. Once it gets low, you know the song and dance from the Hive Mind. I'm going to buff up. And here we go. First time seeing this guy, he is pretty creepy looking. The Hive Mind was too, but this guy's pretty crazy. Alright, can already see I'm going to have to be very mindful and do a lot of dodging for this fiery rain. I need to find my cursor. Where is my cursor? It's on top of me here. Okay. Took a hit from something, but I'm not sure what. I don't know if I... Oh, he like, pops out some... Second boss. I don't know if that's the second boss, the same boss. I don't know what it is, but run away. I don't like that he stays above me now, but this... Ooh. With the bee's knees here, it actually would work much better for me if he were underneath. So I imagine that worm's going to be a little easier. So the way this bow works, when I hit... Let's go ahead and heal. Jeez. Yeah, when it hits ground, the bees will kind of split off and go about their business doing other things. But if I'm firing it up, there's no blocks for it to hit. So maybe with a ceiling on this thing, I could use this a little more effectively. And now there's a third one. Okay. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. Alright, they're scary. They're fast. Almost got this guy down, though. Tell you what. Ooh. Coming in hot. And if I can take out one, I imagine the fight gets a little easier. Yeah, the worms are... Ooh. The worms aren't such a big deal. I can... is that another new... Oh, wow. Why are there so many worms? So, plan B on this one. Remember how I said I'd like to grab one of these bee guns just in case I wanted to spec into magey gear? I think I might do that. In my piggy bank here, I should have another hat. I don't. It must be in one of these chests. Alright, we've done it. I have found my hat. I have switched over my weapons. I am now back in mage territory. The bee gun will automatically home in on the things above me. The sky glaze, I don't think you've seen me use the sky glaze at all, but that rains down feathers from above. The feathers hit and attach and explode shortly after, dealing good damage. And trade winds you have seen. The trade winds I really like for just fast, reliable, accurate damage. Other than that, I will wait out the night at this point because the sun is setting, and I don't want to try to fight this guy with the sun going down. But I do have some potions to craft. I do have some inventory management I can do, so I'll get on that, and I'll meet you back in the Crimson. Actually going to take care of one more little chore while I'm here. I have this open land next to me, and I'm going to clear it out. I'm going to do something a little bold. I am going to cover this particular section of land with mud, and I'm going to plant mushroom grass seeds on it. And those bright blue glowing mushroom biomes underground, I'm going to create one on the surface here. It's going to provide me with a good source of glowing mushrooms going forward, and it gives me a much better place to fight Crabulon. I have only found one glowing mushroom biome in this world so far, and it is very, very small, very tight spaces. So Crabulon, not something I've dealt with yet. If you noticed that wasn't checked off on the checklist, that's why. I don't trust that area for really fighting that boss. I have a few of little Decapodia sprouts that I need to summon him. I just need to summon him. And I got a magic pumpkin seed, and it summons a pet. Got ourselves a nice little top coat. I'm just going to run along and every few blocks place some of these mushroom grass seeds, and over time they will grow and expand outwards and give me the biome that I'm looking for. Once that starts producing glowing mushrooms, I'll know this place is going to be suitable for summoning Crabulon. Hopefully there's enough of it, because this actually is not as long as I would have hoped, but this will be fine. You can already see some of it starting to grow. Usually doesn't take too long. I'm just going to speed it along. I have plenty of seeds. I will get plenty more seeds once this starts producing. And the faster I can get this up and running, the better. So, good to go. Here we go. Perforator cyst. Wolfram Rover first. Perforator cyst second. That's pretty good damage to that, but I don't have any MP restoring bits on me. I had an accessory I used in some of the other fights that would auto-use mana potions. I am not equipping that because all the other accessories I have are going to be used for mobility, except for this hive pack, and I feel like I need the extra damage more than anything. So hopefully the bees will do some good work to this guy. And I'll just have to wait for the regen. I'll get some drops from some of the other enemies that will spawn. That'll help keep me topped off. And as long as I can kind of manage that effectively, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, you see, just letting the bees do their work. If I could lead him a little bit, that would probably help. But one thing at a time. So here's my question. Are the worms going to spawn based off of his HP, remaining HP? Or are the worms going to spawn based off of time? We'll find out. I just hit a 75% threshold, so maybe based more on time? No, it's HP. It's when you drop below 70. Oh, that was not the button I wanted to press. And my MP is not regenerating at all. I'm going to need to figure out why. It's because I haven't buffed yet. Whoops. That's kind of my bad. But yeah, this is definitely going better already. I can go ahead and pop a healing potion. But yeah, I just get to stay on the move. I don't have to waste mental energy on aiming. This is definitely the way to go. Maybe ranged isn't my thing. I wonder if I would do well to focus this guy instead of the main brain. If the main brain is responsible for summoning the other worms, it may be worth it to take out these guys as they spawn in and not get overwhelmed. Let's try a couple different weapons. You can see here, this is the Sky Glaze. I actually really love this weapon and its effect. The raining arrows, the delayed explosion, it's all just very gratifying to use. And yeah, okay. New Wormy Boy. And I am... No, I'm fine on MP. I just need to hold down the button. Pardon the interruption. You may hear my cat in the kitchen. She is making noise. She's very hungry. She is on a diet and she is not happy about it. So you may hear a little bit of whining from the background. Oh, that big guy comes in fast and comes in from every direction. Yeah, almost done with the brain. We'll have to see what happens with the worms. It probably has some other tricks up its sleeve. I haven't even seen the third worm come in yet. Should be about done. What's going on with that? Perforator hive. Okay, and just still a little bit of HP left. And there's the third worm. Oh, get me out of there. I need to stop, heal some MP for a bit. Okay, so just totally invincible. Looks like the feathers are falling straight through, so yeah, I will need to focus the worms down a bit. Luckily, I got a heal in. One of the worms is almost dead. Two of the worms are almost dead. But it is getting real sketchy up in here. Yeah, I died. Back for our third round. I am going to go ahead and do this even though it's almost nighttime, because I'm pretty sure I'll be fine either way. I'm not too worried about it. So it's mostly about learning patterns and just getting better. I've already learned the bee gun is not the way. The sky glaze is the way. Maybe the trade winds, but we'll figure that out one way or the other. But yeah, that being said, I did go ahead and unequip that hive pack because I don't plan on using many of the bees. So we've got a little bit of extra defense and immunity to knock back from one of our other accessories here. So Perforator is up. I accidentally healed, so now I have a 60-second period where I won't be able to do so. But luckily, that's early in the fight, and that won't affect us, I hope. Okay. Again, need to be mindful of my MP. I like these trade winds, giving me good damage. As long as my MP stays where it needs to be, I'm going to focus on this guy instead, because it looks like I can take him down pretty quickly and eliminate some of the chaos from the fight. It's like the brain is probably ultimately what I need to destroy, but one thing at a time. So we're going to keep going on him until we get our next worm, and then we're going to pause and we're going to take care of that. So I think I've got this fight kind of figured out at this point. It's feeling better. Yeah, still at full health, and he's at 40% HP. So worm 2 coming up. This one probably a little tankier. Not really. He's actually already at about half. Oh, he splits. Okay, we got a Eater of Worlds effect going on there. Just waiting on some MP. Where'd they go? They're gonna lunge down from the top. Oh yeah, this guy. So, our problem with this boss was not necessarily our gear. Our problem with this boss was, in fact, just tactics. So, the repetition has helped us in this case. There's the last one. There we go. Next one down. Target him, and it should just be the last big worm to come in. Maybe I kill him before he even gets here. Nah, should have known better. But yeah, glad we figured out a much better weapon to use. Glad we figured out how to deal with this guy. This hasn't been too bad, actually. He's pretty easy. He is probably going to be somewhat farmable for us, which is good because I am flat broke. I did a lot of reforging on that hive pack, hoping to get a little bit of extra defense or a little bit of extra mana out of it. And yeah, I rolled about, what, 80 gold into it and didn't get anything useful. So a little bit of money farming would be good. So now I guess I just finish this guy off. Yeah, that's it. Nice, I love it. Simple, easy, effective. I like it. So yeah, I guess for the foreseeable future, I'll be a mage, because this is probably going to be what I do for old Skeletron too. Which is coming up soon, actually. I'm gonna hop back to the base, open up this treasure bag, and see if I get anything good. If I do, I'll let you know, but otherwise, you'll probably just see me at the dungeon next. Okay, I said I'd come back to you if I found anything cool, and what I found is a celestial bloodbath. Bloodbath sounds nice. I don't know what it does yet, because it just kind of makes noise and... Oh, it rains blood. Ah, okay. So it looks like it's going to be kind of an upgrade to our Sky Glaze here. A lot more damage. What's the mana usage? 8 versus 7. A little more mana usage, but not too bad. Drenches our foes in blood. I love the sound of that. Hopefully Skeletron will not like that at all. So slight change of plans. Turns out by the time I got the inventory sorted, got the potions and everything set up, it was almost daytime. So I am over here in my new mushroom biome, and you can tell it's a mushroom biome because you can see the mushrooms. Just collecting some mushrooms. First harvest, 21 mushrooms is okay, but I haven't even chopped down the trees yet because I'm not even here for that. I'm here for the Decapodia sprout, and we're going to fight Crabulon. Should be pretty simple. Let's see what this bloodbath will do. Pretty much exactly as the name suggests, it just rains blood, which is cool. I'm fine with that. Luckily, I'm going to be able to keep up with my mana pretty easily here, because all of these little pods spores he shoots out will drop nice little MP drops for us. He does hit like a truck if I run into him, though. Let's heal up. I keep thinking that I'll be able to deal with these bosses no problem, and I should be able to. And looks like, yeah, it's pretty much gonna be no problem. But I just get careless, and it's silly of me. I should know better, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna dodge. There we go. Crabulon down. That's checked off the list. Oh, I got his trophy. You know what, just for fun, we're going to try him again. I'm going to buff this time, and I'm going to actually cheese him with the bee gun here. Let's see if the bee gun does a little better on a slower target. Go ahead and equip that hive pack one more time. I'm not going to make the mistake of continuing to try and dash under him. Yeah, he's jumping the wrong way. I like that. I'm going to use my wings to fly over him. That's why I wanted to fight him on the surface, so I can have all of the room. And yeah, this is not the fastest or the most exciting way to fight him by any means, but it does seem to be doing the job just fine. The crit rate on these things seems to be pretty good. I'll need to hop over, grab some of these. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I found. I just need to get better at fighting the bosses themselves. Happened with the Perforators last time, happened with the Crabulon this time. Yeah, I just need to do better. This should just about wrap it up. I'm pretty sure that was basically a flawless victory. So, cool. That'll do it for episode 17. I appreciate everybody tuning in, as always. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, comment if you have any suggestions or thoughts or anything of that nature. Do appreciate it. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one.